Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Well. Looks like we're going to follow the law of equivalent exchange. We only get one host, but we get two amalgams instead of one. So that's an interesting one. But on the upside, at least we now have 3 tokusatsu shows here on the Morphin Network. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Rider Time podcast here on the Morphin Network, where it's Morphin Time all the time. I'm Mike, TimeRider Zero, your host, and we are going to be discussing Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 3. I found Bushido. And yay, we got Bushido as our Kemi of the day, even though it's not the villain of the day. You know, last week we were wondering a lot about how some characters got Kemis without the help of Gotchard, and well, we kind of got our answer today, but at the same time, this raises the additional question of, is Gotchard even necessary for this show? I noticed this is a common theme in the last 3 episodes. At least for me, it is. We have fantastic villains, really good villains. I love the villains this season. But the heroes leave a lot to be asked. What's going on here? For example, like I said, if Gotchard is important because he's the only one who could capture Kemis, how are other Kemis being captured? But if other characters have the ability to capture Kemis, especially other members of the alchemy class, is Gotchard even necessary? Sure, he has the Gotchard driver. He can use 2 Kemis at the same time. I get that. But what else does he bring to the table? What crucial thing is he bringing to the table? Now, that's what I want to know about this episode, and or rather this show, because it really seems to me like the main character is redundant. Is he happy-go-lucky like Gentaro? Sure, but what else is there? With Gentaro in Kamen Rider Force, at least he's the only person who has the technology to fight other Zodiarts. In Wizard, Haruto is the only one with the magic ability to fight phantoms. We get that. O's the only one who could use core metals besides greeds. But beyond that, so at least with the Neo Heisei trio, they make sense. It makes sense why they specifically are important to the plot, because they're the only ones who can, or they're the only ones who will, or both. But Gotchard, he would the other alchemy students fail, blatantly fail their mission if they did not have Gotchard or the belt for that matter? Okay, let's assume that the Hades trio did not have the belt. Let's assume the belt wasn't made to begin with. Would everyone else struggle to get the Kemis back if they suddenly were awakened? That's what I want to know. Because I'm sorry, but Hotaru seems like such a redundant character in his own season. But we do find something very interesting in this episode, and what we find that is so interesting is literally something that I've brought up in past episodes, and that is the design of the monsters. So the last two monsters we saw in this show, they both had their arms make this gesture, while the Kemi would form like new arms, like you got new mantis arms on top of your original arms, which are on your chest. Or the skateboard, you got the Kemi forming the skateboard arms, while the actual arms are like down here. Here we got something new. So here we got something a little bit interesting. So the monster of the day is okay. Here we go. We're gonna go into it. You've seen me do it in King Oger. You're gonna see me do it here. Why is a mushroom a plant Kemi? Like, they have categories. There's like vehicle Kemis, occupational Kemis, animal Kemis, insect Kemis, I guess, is like a separate category. But then you have plant Kemis, which we've seen a cactus. I've seen a chili pepper one, which I can't wait to see that one. But why is the plant category inclusive of a mushroom? Because mushrooms are not plants. They are fungi. Now, here's the thing. It's not called mushroom. It's called mandrake. But yes, in mythology, mandrakes are plant-based. Like if you've ever seen Maji Ranger, it's a plant. If you've seen Harry Potter, it's a plant. But here, they make it a very, 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 very noticeable point that this is a mushroom. It has a mushroom motif. It puts mushrooms on people's heads. It releases spores like a fungus does. So if there was a fungal category for Gotchard cards, okay, I would accept it. But if this counts as a plant category, it's gonna bother me. Just like how we got mollusks and earthworms in an insect, well, not even an insect, in an arthropod themed Super Sentai. This is gonna bother me so much. Oh yeah, and yeah, like this is gonna continue into King Oger tomorrow because we got a segmented worm as the main villain in the next episode. So yeah, this is bothering me. This is gonna be a thing all year this year, isn't it? Or at least in the next 6 months, of like things being incorrectly categorized. Look, I love Abe Rodriguez. Abe, I love you, but Nate Silva, I still have not forgiven you about the whole mantis thing. It's a rhinoceros beetle. It's very noticeably a rhinoceros beetle. And Ion, it's not a shark. It's a swordfish. It's a completely different animal. It's not a shark at all. It's a Dorado. Honestly, like, I wish both Sentai and Power Rangers would call those Zords by their constellation names. Red Leo Zord, Orange Scorpio Zord, Blue Lupus Zord, Gold Libra Zord, Black Taurus Zord, Silver Ophiuchus Zord, Green Chameleon Zord, Pink Aquila Zord, and Yellow Dorado Zord. Yeah. Okay, I got all of them. Okay. I wish there was a Horologium Zord. That was my favorite episode of the Sentai, Horologium. Anyways, so right back into it. So, yeah, so interestingly, this malicious human gives serial killer vibes because he sees a couple laughing and he pulls a knife out as if it's like he has a problem with other people laughing. It's not quite clear, like, are they laughing at him or does he just have some kind of tick where like he just cannot stand the sight or sound of people laughing? Or is he having one of those Adam moments from Kamen Rider Dragon Knight where where like everyone is celebrating, having fun because they just defeated Xaviax together. He walks in, sees everyone laughing, and he assumes that everyone's laughing at him. That was really dumb of the character in Dragon Knight. But I love how like it happened again in like the Japanese TV show not long afterwards. I think it was in Kamen Rider Saber, or Kamen Rider Saber. Something happened. No, wait, was it Saber? Yeah, I think it was in Saber because this was like towards the end of 01, so like there's no way we would have incorporated 01 into this. But okay, whatever. Okay, fine. So we get to see some more of the schoolmates at the chemistry club, and we see those two kids from earlier, and one of them is wearing this really weird outfit with a tentacle, and you got these little bubble octopuses. They're so cute. We don't learn her name. Also, silent guy with a mouthy tablet. We don't know his name either. Like, they were introduced in the last episode. We didn't catch their names, but I would have at least understood. It's like, oh, they're just introduced. At the end of the episode, we'll get to see more of them next episode. But here's the thing, though. This is the next episode, and we do see more of them, but we still don't get to know their names. We see their quirks, but we don't learn their names. Yeah, and of course, we got some banter. Obviously, what's her face? Miss Takoyaki Head. Yeah, it looks like a takoyaki. So, like, yeah, Miss Takoyaki Head like tries to trade one of her chemis with Hotaru, and of course, turns out it was the one that the silent, mouthy tablet guy had. Like, he was the one who sealed it away, but she's the one doing the trade. Yeah, this gives me PTSD flashbacks from when I was 11. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but I had a bad experience when I was 11, and this reminded me of that experience. Moving on. Hotaru says, no, I'm not going to trade you a chemi. I want to be friends with all the chemis. Like, you can hand me your chemi, and I will befriend it. And good for you, Hotaru. But yeah, no, like, he wants to be friends. They're not slaves to be sold. Aruto Hiden. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Yeah, there was like a meme where what's his name? Gaiamatsu was being interviewed about why he's against Humagears. He's like, see, it's not that I'm against Humagears. I'm just against the moral beliefs of the president, because he says he wants to create a world where humans and Humagears coexist, and yet he goes manufactures Humagears and sells them. If you ask me, that's trafficking, which I consider to be hypocritical. I'm like, he's out of line, but he right. He's out of line, but he right. He is 100% correcto. And of course, we do get to see these giant boards with where like they're displaying all these. And I have to ask the question: are there really 101 chemis? Because there are 12 displays. So that means that it could fit 120 cards. So yeah, what's going on? Also, is it kind of interesting that the school's name is AU? It's kind of like the opposite of UA. I'm sensing something fishy going on here. Also, the fact that they're like doing that whole triangular thing, like the Illuminati eye, like Okay. Okay, I'm done with that one. Okay, so, but yeah, and he's like, oh, I want to be friends with Kimmy's. Give me the most stubborn one. It's like, yes, I could give you this one, and of course he gives him Appare Bushido, which by the way, I love that. Bushido, Way of the Warrior, and Appare, like, which means splendid, because it's a nice nod to Shinkenger, because they always use the word Appare. You know, he's like, let's Bushido, show Bushido, Samurai Sentai Shinkenja, Appare. Yeah. But yeah, no, I have to wonder, like, what's going on with this display case? Because again, there's 101 chemis, but there's 120 slots. What are the other 19 slots for? I mean, I do have to wonder, like, maybe like is there a thing where like there's more chemis than 101, but only these 101 chemis have some kind of significance that others don't? And if that's being the case, how do we know that there aren't 1,024 chemis? Oh my god. Toei, Bandai, Namco, please do not release more than 101 chemis. I beg you. Like, you already got so much Bandai premium stuff going on right now. You got the whole CSM Fies gear. You got the CSM Kaiser gear. By the way, happy belated Kaiser Day. Yeah, it was last week. I can't believe I did not call it out for that. Okay, but also like, what's going on? Like also we got the whole Paradise Regained movie coming out. By the way, Paradise Regained, dumb name for a movie. You should call it Paradise Found. It's monosyllabic. It's a nice contrast to Paradise Lost. And look, it's like okay, it's like, you know, like there's like lose can mean two different things. So it's like, oh, we want to use the opposite of this lose, not the opposite of the other lose. But the thing is, it still works though. Like, there's no reason for it to not work. In any case, yeah. So you're getting a lot of stuff, Bandai Premium. You are just draining our wallets like there's no tomorrow. You're draining our wallets harder than insert post-apocalyptic film here, like whether it's Logan's Run, In Time. I know there's like other movies where you use some kind of life force as currency, but yeah, it's like you're draining us, bleeding us dry, Bandai. Like what? Don't make more than 101 chemis, okay? That's plenty enough. So let us know what you think. Why are there 120 slots, even though there's only 101 chemis? You'd think there'd only be 10 slots, or maybe 11, because you got to make room for that last one. But at least we do find out how some of these other characters have been gaining all these other chemis off screen. They use this arm wrist thing, and basically it works just as well as a Pokemon Ranger thing, where it's like, oh, you like weave a ball and then you do a capture thing. It's basically XD Gale of Darkness. Never played Pokemon Coliseum, but I have played Gale of Darkness. It's the very first GameCube game I ever had. But yeah, so basically they're playing Pokemon. They're not even Pokemon. They're playing Pokemon Go. They're playing freaking Pokemon Go at this point. And yeah, she finds a pirate one. Okay, I'm not too impressed, but hey, it's a pirate one, so like that's cool, I guess. But turns out some blonde hippie dude is like stalking her and turns into the submarine thing. And yeah, he also has a different pose than the previous Kemi. So instead of having his arms like this or arm like this, it's like this. Don't know why. I'm pretty sure there has to be some kind of pattern involved here. For the life of me, I can't imagine what it is just yet, because like if it was based on their category, I'd get it. But here's the thing, though. Both Camantis and Skabaus both have this pose, so like that can't. So like this can't be like a plant thing or a vehicle thing. It has to be, but there has to be some kind of pattern involved in here. Like, why would you design? Okay, if there are unique designs, why would you make two of them have the same design? Got to figure that out. And you can't even say that, like the poses for matching chemis because Apare Bushido and Skabaus go together, not Skabaus with Camantis. So, like, I don't know why. Hopefully there's going to be some resolution to this. But yeah, so Mushroom Dude, who's definitely not a plant dude, he's absolutely a mushroom dude, is spreading his spores, causing mushrooms to appear on people's heads. And if you're thinking, oh, this is just like that episode of Power Ranger where you had those 3 American teenagers watch how the main characters are fighting against a bear mushroom ATM machine and trying to teach a baseball player the error of his ways. I don't see it. I don't see the resemblance. I don't know why you would bring that up, but it is what it is. And but it's an interesting infection because everyone who gets infected by the spores, they not only grow a mushroom on their head, but they end up laughing so hard that they're physically suffering. And believe it or not, this is an actual disorder. There's like an actual disease that does that. And I'm not talking about the fake one from that movie, The Joker. I'm talking about like an actual thing where like if a hospital patient inhales too much nitrous, they end up laughing so hard that they lose their ability to breathe and then they die of hypoxia. It's a very interesting disease. Where one could quite literally die laughing. I just remembered this happened in an episode of Code Lyoko. Oh my god! Now we're ripping off Code Lyoko. It wasn't enough for you to rip off Gaim Forze Wizard. No, not Gaim. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're ripping off Gaim because I know what Opera Bushido is based on. Don't like I see that samurai armor. Don't pretend to hide it. Don't pretend to hide it. Although, not gonna lie though, it is kind of interesting that the cards that form his form changes are kind of based on riders. Because I don't know about all the other ones, but these ones are clearly based on Kamen Riders. So, do you think all 101 of them are going to be based off of past Kamen Riders? I'll say this. It's better than collecting Vice stamps. Because I can't imagine how Gaim could be based on... Well, actually, I can imagine how Gaim could be based on a praying mantis. But G.O. as a brachiosaur or Decade as a megalodon? Well, at least it's a megalodon, not just a regular shark. It is what it is. So he tries to use Operate to help him fight, but he turns on him, turns into a sword, and he turns on him. And yeah, he fails his mission, and he has to watch as everyone, including Anat Hazamada, suffer from the constant laughter. Halftime show, halftime show, yes, oh no, halftime show. I'm sorry, I love Caroline Dog. Sue me, don't. Yeah. So thankfully, there was an outbreak in the past about involving the mandrake mushroom thing. But thankfully, because they actually had the card at the time, They were able to replicate an antidote, which they used here, and they saved all the people in the audience off screen, which is good. But also, again, Hotaro, you're a useless character. Why are you so useless? I feel like you're just Sakuraing all over again. And that's saying something considering that Sakura from Gaim was one of the least useless writers, just horribly underutilized. You know what show had a character named Sakura that was really awesome? Bokenger. Bokenger had a character named Sakura that was really awesome. She had a sniper, okay, and she like went all Black Ops to obtain the pipe of Hamlet. She was an amazing woman. She was an amazing woman. So we are off to a dojo. Yeah. And it's not just a dojo, it is a Mojo Dojo Casa House. And hoping to find some Bushido skills. He gets attacked by Spanner. Yes, his name is Spanner, and who will later be revealed to be Valvared. They end up fighting for reasons that make very little sense. It's like, oh, you lack aesthetic. Oh, chemis are supposed to be used as weapons. And then Hotaro pulls a Black War Greymon where like where Spanner's about to like trample on Hopper 1. And then he just like planks himself over so he can't do it. And like okay, this will be like the one moment of respect I have for Hotaro. But, like, here's my question to you guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much respect do you have for Hotaro up to this point? Because aside from this one scene, he has been a useless character. Like, he doesn't serve any purpose for any reason. He does, like, yeah, he has the belt, which the guy gave him, and the Hades sisters must not get their hands on it. But beyond that, what can you honestly say that Hotaro can do that other people can't, long-term wise? Like other people can't use two camis at the same time. I get that. But other than that, what can Hotaro do that they cannot? Capture camis, they had that glove thing. Summoning camis, the dude got a motor, like Gold Dasher had to come in somehow. Okay? So, what's going on? So, here we go. So, somehow that self-sacrifice made Appare Bushido acknowledge him. I'm like, okay, he acknowledges him. Okay, well, at least you don't have to burn calories or start eating Twinkies like last episode, because you cannot just gain or lose weight in a day. Like, that's just not realistic. And also, if you did do that, it would be very dangerous if you did. But nevertheless, so here we are. So we get a really cool sequence where Rini actually kicks some butt. She struggles and is ultimately unsuccessful, but at least she put in the work. Like, she's jumping around, going headfirst into danger, which is more than I could say for, say, Tsukuyomi or what's her name, Koyomi? Yeah, like that girl from Wizard, the doll chick from Wizard, Koyomi, right? It's been a while since I've seen Wizard. She was such a boring character, she practically was a doll. Because the actress's goal was to be an idol. Hai, Aratuja, Naito. Okay, I'm done. I'm just done. But yeah, we do get a new form. We got the Deno skateboard and the Gaim Samurai, and I'm just not 100% certain. Like, why is the Deno motif on a skateboard when you have a train? You have a freaking train, Kemi. But yeah, it's a cool form. What do you guys think? What do you think how do you think the form looks? Honestly, the glass, what's it called? That little like horn on his head, high key, it reminds me of Don Momotaro in his mecha form. That's just me, but yeah, um, yeah. I do find those funnels in the back to be interesting because, like, what even are those? He's not a motorcycle, so like that can't be it. Skateboards don't have those things. Samurai don't have those things. If they were flags, that would have made more sense. But hey, his second form is a red one, just like. Let's see. No, I was thinking Agito, but no. Agito gets flame form after he gets storm form. Which, by the way, who do you think would win in a fight between Kuga Pegasus and versus Agito Storm? I'm just curious. They both look very nice. All that blue and gold and black. One's got blue eyes, the other's got red eyes. But beyond that, they have very similar designs that I actually really like in both cases. But it is what it is. Yeah. So like using the skateboard thing, like he makes a tornado, and of course, wouldn't you know it, a screenshot is missing. Here we go. Did I miss any other screenshots? I don't think I did. Yeah. So the guy gets separated. He gets captured. End of story. Actually, now I'm curious. Did I actually leave out any screenshots? Let me take a quick look. Doesn't look like I did. Nope, we're good. We're good. That was the only screenshot we were missing. I don't know why they keep going missing, but here they are. Yeah, so the guy, he gets incapacitated because he is a serial killer. But the thing is, he wasn't the only serial killer in the episode. So everyone melts into the ground because this dude shows up. And again, what's with this guy's hand? What's with this guy's hand? It's like he's trying to hold himself together and struggling to. And then Valvared shows up and he's like, it's not about making friends. It's about having good aesthetic. And if you don't have good aesthetic, I will destroy you. And I'm thinking, you want to talk about aesthetic? From the neck down, you look like Pyramid Head. You look like freaking Pyramid Head, but with a wrench on your head. Not gonna lie, I do like the way that spiral gear is used as his visor, but still, it's like really aesthetic. That's your motif. Here we go. Of course, the episode ends there, but what did you guys think about the debut of Valvared? Like, what do you think about his personality? What do you think about his design? What do you think is going to happen in the next episode? Let us know. This episode, it's a little bit better than the previous two. I guess I'll give it an 8.5. Again, I have to say, I like the villains here. So far, the villains did not disappoint. You even got stalkers and serial killers and bank robbers as the villains, and I like that. That's perfectly fine. The designs, perfectly acceptable, though I would like to figure out the pattern a little bit more with the whole hands thing, because got two guys that were like this, and then you get two more guys where one's like this, and the third one's like that. What is the pattern here? It's gonna bother me all season if it doesn't get revealed. Anywho, so let's look at the comments. Again, 8.5. It's better than the last two episodes, but there still leaves a lot to be desired. For example, how is Hotaru going to not be useless? Baby Paulo says, hey. It Risa. I don't know who Risa is. I'm so sorry. Looks like someone's about to cut somebody but get shroomed. Maybe. Either keep Hopper one in bag or in its card. Yes. I mean, look, it's not like it's Pikachu where he just can't. First aid academy with a loud greeting. Naturally, don't listen to Renge's. She's scam trading you. Yeah. Okay, so she does have a name, Renge. And again, like I'm like reminded of that scene from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl where like this girl asks you to trade a very sophisticated Pokemon for like either a Haunter or a Kadabra, but then like when you receive that Pokemon, it's holding an Everstone, so it's like, what? Were you expecting something to happen? Scam. New gadget, Kamen Rider can capture them faster. Which again begs the question, why is Hotaro even here? If the Kamen Rider can do things better than the actual driver can, why does Hotaro even need to exist? You know, it's a chill. I mean, this is his first day. Yes. So we have two amalgams, and this one got possessed off screen. Yes, but at least we understand what. I just realized the submarine amalgam is a JoJo reference. You know why? Diver Down. Hold on. I gotta do one better. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Nerdy Monster Hunter got shroomed. Yes. Not Hazamada. I've been making a JoJo references all the time and I didn't even notice. Okay. Yeah. I wonder how many times his brain got wiped. Because in What We Do in the Shadows, that actually has long-term consequences when you get your mind erased enough time. So I really hope the kid doesn't get an aneurysm by the end of the season. New Kemi Bushido. He's the moodiest. Yes, he's moody like the blues. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Sorry, little Bushido's not ready to fight yet. Yeah, no, he's not. First failed mission, but gets cured with the help of the higher-ranking alchemist. Yes, but more importantly, he gets help off screen. Actually, that was a perfect time to go into a commercial break because it's like, oh, he falls unconscious. Let's get some gummies up in here. Maybe a McDonald's Happy Set, and then eyes open, and we're back in the classroom. Back in class, they never taught us this. Some things you gotta let hidden miss. Tough times, chemies, we'll transmute them together. Okay. Kamen Rider Gotchard! The Alchemist Rider! No, it died. Okay. He needs to learn the Bushido way in the Kendo room. Well, you just kind of said something redundant because it's like Bushido means way of the warriors, so you can't just say the warrior's way, or the way of the warrior. This, if we're gonna be more grammatically correct, it's like saying chai tea. You just said TT or ATM machine, automated telling machine, or Watergate gate, which is the correct thing to say. If we're going to be honest, because it's a scandal involving Watergate. It's not a scandal involving water. Watergate. At least they said Watergate scandal. You know, at least it's like, okay, no confusion that way. Rival Senior has arrived to take his driver. Yep. He believes in Kemi's. Well, look at Mr. Late for class.
I was asleep, but I woke up. I was like, "Oh, Why isn't Astro here? So I woke up and joined the party.
Okay, Mr. Meyer B.
I have nothing to really say. Episode 2 was actually better.
Really? I disagree. I thought episode 3 was better than episode 2.
Episode 3 was cool. I like the secondary rider.
Yeah. Like, more stuff happens in the third episode, but all 3 episodes combined, I'm going to say it for the third time, Hotaro feels like a useless character.
Hotaro was a kid. I'm gonna give him a bit of a leeway.
But the thing is, the other kids are doing his job off screen, though.
I mean, yeah, I actually like kid with the. I like the side characters. I like what's her name, the Squid Girl. She's eccentric.
Octopus.
Tomato.
Well, she's wearing takoyaki on her head, so.
Oh, okay. Well, she's fun.
I wonder, in Japan, do they have ikayaki or just takoyaki?
I will answer that next year when I go to Japan.
Okay. Because, like, it seems logical. Ikayaki should exist, like, logically, but I've never heard the term being used before. So, like, do people make squid dumplings? I know they make octopus ones, so I know takoyaki exists. Whatever. This ain't Tuesday, okay?
Is it? Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, she's fun. Kid with the tablet talking. I'm gonna say 50-50 right now.
But I'm gonna be honest. Hotaro feels like the most boring character in the season so far.
It's because he ain't get his footing yet. By Christmas, he'll be traumatized.
I hope so. I mean, him getting his footing, not the traumatized part.
No. He's not. This isn't an anime where he has to be traumatized to have character development. I do like his little Axel looking form.
Man, imagine getting that one soundbite out of context. It's like by Christmas he'll get traumatized. I hope so.
I mean, go watch that. But side character looking like Mr. Turner from Boy Meets World. I like him.
So let me ask you this: what do you think the pattern is with the arms on the amalgams?
They're trying to do best match, but they're just like, damn, we already did it so well with build. Playing cards. What cards go together? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Because for me it's kind of weird because it's like the first two got the arms crossed, so it's like okay, maybe they all have their arms crossed, but then Mushroom Dude doesn't, so it's like like there has to be some kind of pattern to this, and like not just like Mushroom Dude goes like this, but also Submarine Dude is like this. So
right
it's like
this season, like I feel like
I'm almost
knowing the writer would. Knowing the writer knows where is a good indication of where the story is gonna head, because we knew the writer for Geats was the writer for Gaim, so you knew where that was.
Keiichi Hasagawa and Hiroki Uchida.
Those 2 writers, Jesus Christ.
But are they a best match?
Well, I'm gonna see right now. Hiroki Uchida. He's months older than me.
Forze, Drive, Ghost, Saber. Okay, things are starting to add up.
Hiroki
Uchida.
He is literally months older than me. That is not saying much. That is saying a whole lot. This dude is my age.
And he did Saber.
Not even full. He started later on in Saber.
Yeah. Well, at least now it makes sense why this is so similar to Forze.
And he did an episode of Revice and hasn't done anything since. Dear God. And then you say this man.
I mean, obviously you won't be able to get experience unless you actually go and get experience.
Okay, secondary rider
But
for double. Okay. Forze. I drive. We partying. Now the episodes of Ghost he written where he better. Ooh, okay. He did not write the episodes where he gave up his damn life force to save Conan. I
mhm.
then we grooving. Okay, so these two work together. Well, yeah, they work together on Saber. So I guess that's why he feels so comfortable working with Uchida because they both worked on Saber together. Man's wrote for Ultraman in the past. All right, so he's got experience in the realm of Toku.
Yep.
Now there are those who are not fans of Saber. I'm not gonna hold you to it, but I will say Saber was one of those pandemic seasons. So
Mhm. Yeah, like I said, I've forgiven Saber for its flaws just because, like I
yeah,
get it. You had to deal with COVID,
that
but
was an uphill battle.
I have not forgiven Revice because we're way past that point.
Yeah, no, Revice has no forgiveness except like you have cool moments, you have cool characters, but you have no forgiveness because of one person. But yeah, no, Uchida, uh, he's just done mostly just Revice stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like even then, he only did one episode of Revice to then just do Kamen Rider Revice the Mystery, the Kamen Rider Jean, and Kamen Rider Aguilera. I'm holding my reservations on that until I actually watch that. 'Cause I actually need to see that
Mm.
for research purposes. I'll
Mhm.
watch that.
Oh, of course, because like you can't thoroughly critique this writer unless you see their works.
Oh yeah, more Aguilera. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. Yeah. So Little Hopper defends but gets whacked. Kinda. But again, Blackboard Greymon moment where like that Mammothmon's about to trample that flower. The singular good Hotaru moment, in my opinion, so far.
No.
Let's see. Let's
Bushido's
see.
cool. I like Bushido.
Apari Skabos, Kenzan. Yeah, kind of, I
They
guess.
they try to they try to they try to sprinkle in some dumb Momotaro up in here just to make us forget.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
man.
and again another spin jutsu. Yeah, like it's like are we watching Ninjago? Is that what
Hmm.
we're doing? Kamen Rider Ninjago.
I actually would watch a Ninjago Kamen Rider theme. Not gonna front. That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ninjago's pretty popular, so I mean,
I'm surprised it's lasted as long as it did. And they even had a movie where like Jackie Chan played Sensei Wu. I'm like, wait, why is Jackie Chan Sensei Wu? That makes no sense.
but it makes sense now because he's Master Splinter. Yeah, Mutant Mayhem, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Jackie Chan's Master Splinter.
I just remember this funny thing about how with the whole Scarlett Johansson thing playing Kusanagi, they're like, it's like, yeah, we're okay with an American playing Kusanagi. We just don't want a non-Japanese person playing her if they happen to be Asian. I'm like, whoa, Japan, whoa, whoa. It's like I get it. Like all y'all Asian countries hate each other. All y'all Latin American countries hate each other. All y'all European countries hate each other. But damn,
Everybody hates everybody. I mean, I
which
love
is why
everybody.
one of my most favorite songs when it comes to world peace would have like if we ever achieved world peace, our planetary anthem should be the Karate song from Tenacious D. Obviously, if I were to sing right now, I would do a censored version because, YouTube. But, with karate, I'll kick your butt. Here to Tiananmen Square. Oh, yeah, I'm going to kick your derriere. Yeah, yeah. You broke the rules. Now I'll pull out all your hair. Oh, here we go. There we go. Ah, there we go.
You blew a cage. You blew a cage. Oh, I can't even sing. Damn. Never mind. Like I was like, you blew it, cage. You blew a cage. I'm like, oh wait, no, that's has to be censored too. I don't know how to censor that, honestly. Oh damn.
Oh God, I love that episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. It was so good.
Yeah.
So good. No, like I'm doing a 30-day challenge for those of you who don't know. And yeah, so it's like, I love Yu Yu Hakusho, so here we go. This is the one I did today, though.
Nice.
One of my favorite episodes. Yeah. I'm curious. Like on the subject of Yu Yu Hakusho, how long do you think you would last in the taboo game?
Damn. Well, can you kick a dude in the dick?
No, because that would break one of the first two rules. You can't use violence, and you can't say the word hot.
You say sweltering, a bit heaty. You could say a lot. You could work around the word hot.
Yeah, but also keep in mind Kuwabara lost because he used the word each other.
Each other.
Yeah, each other. EACHOTHER.
Then you gotta start using some broken English.
And then of course Botan's like, wait, why did he get turned into an orb? He didn't say hot. Whoops.
Yeah, start to use some broken English then, people. I think I'd last a bit.
Okay, the soccer rise, but Spanner gives him the wrench. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Next episode, escape from Lachesis' ant maze. Also, Renee, please don't crush him when you manage to get out. Yeah, we finally get a Lachesis episode.
Oh yeah, this is a really good episode. Don't do shrooms, kids. I mean,
just don't deal with fungi. Period.
Don't do drugs unless you're
be
old
a
enough.
Fun guy without using fungi.
So says you.
Hi, Aruto Janaito. Okay. Yeah, they will put him in a police station, bring out a knife in public. I want to see more of Spanner getting more headbutts from Hotel. Yeah. So I'm surprised how much headbutting is useful in this show.
I want to headbutt somebody after this week.
Valverde is not a writer yet. He will, but isn't he? Isn't he though? Bad news. Premium Bandai announced the oncoming set. Yeah, I don't even get that. It's like we already got the CSM, which comes with so many red medals. Do you really need another 4 of them? Heck, the CSM even came with a broken version, like both broken versions of the Taka medal, where it's like you got the one with the crack, and then you got the 2 broken pieces. So it's like, do we really need another 4 to add to that?
I'm not allowed to bad about Bandai. They watch Henshin Gates.
Bandai. I'm not bad mouthing. I'm just questioning some of the decisions.
Your decisions are great, marvelous, wonderful.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think there's actually going to be 120 Kemi cards?
I'll answer that after I see Toku Collectible at Comic-Con. I'll have an answer for you then.
All right. Well, this has been the Writer Time podcast, and thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. Yesterday, we did our inaugural episode of the Ultra Quest podcast, where me and our homeboy Steve discussed Ultraman Blazar episode 1. So be sure to check that out on our YouTube channel. And of course, we're going to do Osama Sentai King Oger episode, what is it? Episode 30? 29, yeah. Episode 29.
Leave a comment right now why Bowler Hat Guy. Leave a detailed essay right there in the comments why Bowler Hat Guy needs to be booted the hell out of this series.
And so we'll
Actually,
discuss
no. Who
that.
in chat last week said Bowler Hat was gonna be back? Who in chat said this last week? I'm gonna throw hands with you.
Well, we can always go back to the previous episode and find
Nah,
out.
I want them to out themselves. I want them to be man enough or woman enough to out themselves to me. I'm gonna run that fade.
Oh, wow. Yeah. But yeah, so be sure to check out our next episode of King Oger. Tomorrow's at the time of this recording. So we got Ultraman Blazar on Tuesdays, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Pacific and Eastern. Then we got Kamen Rider and Gotchard and Osama Sentai King Oger on Wednesdays and Thursdays, respectively, both at 7:30, 10:30 p.m. Pacific and Eastern time. On the 30th, we're going to go back and cover Power Rangers and Amazon. So we have content for days, for weeks, for the rest of 2023. Right here on the Morphin Network. And check out the Buttery Show, where we do video game news, movie reviews, TV show reviews, where our buddy Steve participated in the discussion of the Netflix One Piece series, which has been confirmed for season 2 and allegedly for another 6 seasons.
Let's get it.
So here we go. Alabasta.
Oh God, Thriller Bark.
Skypea. Water 7.
I'm not doing Skypea sober. I refuse to do Skypea sober. Hell no.
You know what's better than Skypea? Navarone.
I'm not doing Skypea.
Right.
I'm not doing Thriller Bark. I'm not doing those sober. I refuse to do those sober.
But you gotta love Usopp in Thriller Bark. It's like, why don't my ghosts have any effect on him? It's because I have a negative personality.
See, I refused Thriller Bark. That joke just like did not. I didn't even know that joke was a joke. That's funny. It's funny, but I don't like Thriller Bark.
Yeah, it's funny because you can't lower one's self-esteem if they never had self-esteem to begin with.
I got the joke. Damn it, man! I got the joke. I just don't like Thriller Bark.
I love that joke so much. I'm explaining it anyways. It's very relatable.
Oh my God.
It's like every time when whenever a kid tries to insult me, like I always like pull a Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction out of context. It's like when they throw an insult on me, I'm like, and
do you need a hug?
Yeah, do they need a hug? Do they need a hug? I mean, I can't do it for professional reasons, but like every kid needs a hug from someone who really cares about them.
Oh, with that note, hug your loved ones.
Hug your loved ones and drink plenty of water and update your emergency kits and have a wonderful day because tomorrow is the equinox. And I'm not talking about the gym. I'm talking about the good equinox where you got day, night on equal footing, and then the night has come. Winter's coming. But it won't last for one episode. Actually, in California, it pretty much will, so yeah. Give us a whole season of winter. Hi, Arutoja Naito. Bye, everyone.
Later.